Well, I'm not sure that I actually got any sound recorded on the start of this video, mostly because it looks like my remote mic disconnected from the receiver. Well, such things happen. It's time to get back at it. I have the new motor right here. The old motor's still connected up. I need to remove it. And I needed some more wrenches to see if I can disconnect it. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Trying not to smack my elbow again. There's two long bolts to take out of this motor. And I don't think I have the right socket here, but I have some wrenches that should probably work. No, that doesn't work on that one. This will take this other one out. I'll put my gloves on because I want to be able to take this motor off without getting my hands dirty and transferring dirt to the new motor. I have some paper towels here so I can wipe stuff off, but we'll see if I can get this last bolt out. There's good points and bad points to a long extension. One of the bad points is it can be too long. The good point is sometimes you can work it around. Oh, it was really tight in there. Sometimes you can work around obstacles. In this case, the obstacle is the hydraulic hoses. And it's not coming off the extension, so I'll just have to continue going around the hydraulic hoses. And that came out, and the screw fell on the ground, but I see it, and I have it. It's a really short screw. That's good news and bad news. The good news is it doesn't take a lot of turns to get it out. The bad news is it's pretty short. This is the next to last pair of these gloves, but even though they're supposed to be a specific size, they're not. They're tight, and my hands are large for my size, but they're not that big. Alright, now I've got myself all folded up in here, and I'll start seeing if I can find a wrench that fits it. This is too big, I'm sure. Oh hey, no it isn't. It's actually the exact size that I need. Well, maybe it should be a metric. That's what I'm going to guess. This is a 7/16, so I'll switch over to the metric side. See if I can find a wrench that's actually the exact right size. It's either a 10 or 12, I think. Could be an 11. It's an 11, unfortunately I don't have an 11 in this set. So it's not a 10. So let's see if it's a 12. That's a 12 right there. And of course it's not a 12. but I can make it go anyway. Maybe. No, I can't. So let's see if I can make an imperial wrench work. This is 7/16, which means that it could be, now that's it right there. Well, hopefully I won't break this wrench if I can get in and over there. I don't think I can. Well, that's put in good and tight. I may need to get a hammer and see if I can loosen this up. I might actually see if I have a 7/16 socket. I know I do, I just don't know where it is. See if that actually loosens it up. It may not have. May have just broken it too. Looks like it loosened up. We'll see if it's my lucky day. Now that's going pretty good. Now let's see if I can get the other one to go. That's loose. Alright, now I just need to sit here and crank them. My concern is growing that the problem here may be that the through bolts are different sizes between these two different motors. That would be very irritating, because if they are two different sizes, the new motor is not going to be a drop-in replacement, which would be most disappointing. And that's the nicest thing I can say. I don't know how long the threads are on these bolts. I would guess they're going to be something like more than 1/4 of an inch. We'll see in a minute. You know, a lot of times you look at this and you think, well, if I used an impact driver, this would be a whole lot faster. Yeah, that's true, it would be faster. But there's some danger using an impact driver on old bolts and screws. It wouldn't be a problem now, but breaking them loose definitely could be a problem, because sometimes they're seized up and you'll break them, and then you have a piece of broken bolt that you have to figure out how to get out. And there's not many ways to get a broken bolt out of a fitting. This is not looking good. There may be some hydraulic fluid coming out of here, which may mean that I have a leak in the pump, which in turn may have caused problems with this motor. I'm a little nervous. I can't say that I'm not nervous, that's for sure. Well, I can barely turn this by hand, but I can turn it, which is good. Now maybe the leak is coming. Let's see if there's... No. I thought the leak might have been coming from the pump itself, but it doesn't appear to be. That would be unfortunate. This is not looking promising. Let's see if there's another piece of something holding that motor on. Go ahead and brush it off. I still don't want to have dirt or dust get into the hydraulic pump itself. Well, let's see if... No, there's no gasket on this. Maybe there's a gasket on the other side. Well, I now know that this bolt is all the way out. Let me see if I just tap this. If it's going to separate. So far it isn't. That's definitely not what I wanted to see. I'll just put that up there for right now. I'm going to inspect this motor connection a little bit more. That might be holding the motor in. Or it could be that... No, it's not going to be connected on this side because the screws have to go in. Well, let's see what happens. Well, that's definitely not holding. Maybe it's not holding. I'm going to take a look. There's two bolts on this center housing. I'm going to look to see if it's possible that those are holding that motor in place. I don't think they are, but I'm going to look. There's one up here on top, on this side, and there's one on the other side, down low. We'll see what that looks like. You know, that just doesn't seem to be coming out. So I guess I'm going to have to consider loosening these bolts right here. I don't like that. I think these right here are, those are the two ports for putting on a hand pump. So maybe these are what's holding it in place. It's possible. I'm going to loosen it up just a little bit. Go to the other side and loosen that a little bit as well. Well, that comes loose pretty easy. That's not the right size. So this is a 5/8, so it should be 9/16. Let's see if I have 9/16 here. That's a 9/16 right there. Well, that loosened up a little bit. We'll see if this one loosened up. It's a different size. You know, that's one of the things that sometimes drives me crazy when you have multiple sizes that have to be individually dealt with. See if this loosens anything up. Nope, nothing's loosened up. Now I know there's no bolts on the bottom. Now this is not making a lot of sense. So I guess I'll have to get a bigger hammer. It's always interesting trying to take things apart for which there's no manual. Now the company that makes this Liftgate does not supply any instructions about how to take this unit apart. What they do is they tell you, buy a new unit. But I'm going to go inside to see if I can do a little more research and find something online that will tell me how to separate this motor from this bulkhead right here. Now I don't have a choice because I don't want to break anything. This is a $600 hydraulic pump. I have no idea how much this bracket is, but if I have to replace the bracket, the only way I'm going to be able to do that is either go get one from a scrapped Liftgate truck or buy a whole unit. The whole unit is about $1,800. So that's not in the cards today for sure, but I'm going to go see what I can find. Well, hopefully I'll get this finished tonight. If not, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye. Keep brainstorming. I'm going to go check out what I can find out about how to disassemble the motor from the hydraulic unit. That's all I can do.